to change the statistics on how we win.
How you win and what it looks like 30 years later.
So we know now that we have states' rights around this issue, we have a 100-day agenda. As Democrats, we've been working on it now in conjunction with the Senate and the governor. We will see union rights restored in those 100 days. We will see the 1931 law repealed. We will see the constitutional amendment that will be voted for and passed. We will pass the Reproductive Freedom Act. So when you get a constitutional amendment, you still have to put in the laws to implement. Our Constitution says free public education. You need a lot of laws to implement free public education. We will do that. We're also looking at shoring up our public schools and focusing on workforce issues. We know that too many folks are either falling out in the gap, not making it through high school, or not getting into the career or job of their choice. So that's our 100 days, and it's back to the basics of campaigning. Knocking doors, making phone calls, and raising the money to get folks' message out there. Anything else? Yeah. Or you please. All right.
How do we get your the message you just gave? How do we get that on the TV commercials?
Well, you need about 17 minutes, and I tell you, I can't afford that.
You know, we are ads that are just meaningless. Wow, 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 wow.
Yeah.
How do we let people know what the statistics are, what the numbers are, and help them realize why it is so important to vote?
Yeah, that is honestly so we have really moved as Democrats to this concept called relational organizing. It's a really big word for talking to your neighbor. It's that idea that when you go to a door, you are actually prepared to take the time to have a conversation. And it really is the one-on-one. TV ads, mailers can build name ID. They can tell you what your most basic positions are. But it really is relational organizing. Everyone kind of reaching out into their circles and having real conversations that are the most effective. It's just good old-fashioned hard work.
Can you talk about how the governor and the House will implement the federal funding we're going to get for infrastructure and some of the recently passed bills?
Sure, I appreciate that. I am really hopeful. I've worked really hard to get all those federal dollars back. I don't know. We want our tax dollars to go to Ohio, or here maybe it's Illinois, right? Indiana. For me, it's always Ohio. So when we look at that, we have now, one of the really smart things that the governor did was not set up new programs to get infrastructure into communities for county commissioners, for local mayors. Instead, using current programs where you can get grants for infrastructure, water, and sewer. And so if your community had already turned something in for that, you're already in line for those millions of dollars. If you haven't, we actually pushed for and won $40 million in state government just to help communities fill out these grants, to get these dollars into communities. It's called technical assistance. And what it means is when you get that really confusing form, it's like having your own personal accountant help you fill out your taxes for local communities, so you can get your fair share no matter what size your community is. And hopefully next week or the week after we'll vote to bring home the final $115 million that Trump allocated. We're so far behind in bringing dollars home to Michigan. We haven't nearly gotten through Biden's, but we're going to get that work done. Anything else for me? All right, I am a policy wonk too, so enjoy and thank you so much.